Swagoo is with us this morning. Here we go. Let's start with Baker Mayfield. He has been a frequent subject here. He was talking about facing his former team, the Browns, week 1. Here's what he said.
Obviously, I mean, everybody's going to write whatever story they want. There's history that I've played there the last 4 years. I'm an extremely competitive person. Everybody knows that. If I wasn't wanting to win, then there would be a really big issue of me being the quarterback here. So I want to win in everything I do. That'll never change.
All right, so that's what he said. What does Swagoo say?
Gee, all I heard was I must win. I have to win. And I have to play well. Or I'm going to be like the guy I just beat out here in Carolina. People going to be trying to figure out how we can get Lamar Jackson over from the Ravens to Carolina if I don't play well. This is Baker Mayfield's feeling, and I'm telling you right now, when he looks at Sam Darnold, he's praying that he's not staring in the mirror.
That's probably right, and I hate saying it because I was the last man standing on the Darnold Mountain, but I have to admit I was wrong and everybody else was right.
I was with you. I was with you.
We were wrong together.
You.
All right, that's good company.
Yeah.
Next stop is Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Mike Tomlin the owner of the Cowboys is Jerry Jones, talking about the state of his team heading into the season. Here's what he said.
I don't want to dwell on it, but I do want to burn it in our minds. I like that, continually reminding that we need to not only get in the playoffs, but we need to get way deep into the playoffs so we got a chance. I think this team is reflecting that. So that is the narrative.
That's what Jerry said. What does Swagoo say?
Well, let me rephrase for Jerry G. I know we came up short. I know that we need to win. And I know that these damn penalties better go away or I will be telling Mike McCarthy bye-bye. All right, that's what it boils down to. Look, Jerry is talking subliminal and everything is nice before the season starts. And he's talking about, I want to burn it into their mind, but I'm not going to dwell on it. Oh, yes, you are. He's going to be in front of the camera and he's going to say it every time something goes awry. I'm dwelling on it. We have to win, Mike McCarthy, or trouble is on the horizon.
That is what Swagoo says. Let's see what Mike T and Diana. Diana, I see you nodding along. What do you think? How do we feel about the Cowboys and their coach heading into week 1?
I'm just laughing because I feel like I should be the northerner to translate the southern accent, right? Southerners say things so nicely. I feel like I just need to say it the way I say it in Jersey, which is, you better freaking win, right? You better win or you're going to the dumpster. Because that's how I hear it. Swagoo's got his thing, but this is how we say it up here in Jersey, right? Like, because the reality is Mike McCarthy's been given an opportunity here to go out and win. Jerry has done a fantastic job in the draft over the last few seasons, giving him players. Let's just even discuss this offensive line situation, right? Because let's just face it, that's the headline right now with, we know, Tyron Smith being out here and Tyler Smith, the rookie, who Jerry drafted knowing that they've got to bolster this offensive line. He's dealing with some injuries. You know, Jason Peters, the Eagle Great, is going to be coming in to visit with the Dallas Cowboys to hopefully give them something as they try to sort this out. But Jerry's done his job. It's now time for Mike McCarthy to step up before Sean Payton walks.
Starting quarterback. Here's what he said.
Are you ready to name a starting quarterback today?
I'm not. I'll see you guys next week and maybe we'll talk about it further.
So that's what Mike Tomlin said. What does Swagoo say?
Hey, I'm ready to play Mitch until I'm not. And guys, listen, I got a young son who I know is better than my older son, but eventually I got to throw him in the fire. I just don't want to put that type of pressure on him right now. So next week we'll talk about it. I'll talk to my 2 sons as a father, and I'll see if my younger one has made any progression towards his maturity, because I'm ready to play him.
Fair enough. All right, I like that. The last one is Dallas.
Black and blue division. Packers and the Vikings. Vikings got a new head coach. I'm hearing nothing but great things about how they look in training camp. And then, oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers without Devontae Adams after he just got paid tons of money. What kind of season are we going to see Aaron Rodgers, and what kind of debut is he going to make with these young guys?
Mike T, what game are you looking forward to most week 1?
New England Patriots at the Miami Dolphins. An off-season full of narratives are going to collide. Can this rebuilt Miami offense be as explosive as we all think it can with Tyreek Hill? We know about all the question marks around the New England Patriots, especially playing in Miami in September. Mac Jones, the offensive line, who's calling plays? So we have months and months of speculation colliding. I can't wait to see this play out.
Okay, I really had anticipated that all of you would take Jets Ravens, and that's why I didn't. I just thought I'd go a little different direction. So in the absence of that, I will go with the Bucs and the Cowboys. Are you kidding me? You got Tom Brady against the star. Let's see what Dak Prescott has ready to do this season. Let's see if the Cowboys can commit, I don't know, fewer than 15 penalties. Let's see if the interior of that offensive line for Brady can hold up in front of him. This could be a preview of an NFC playoff matchup. I'll take the Cowboys and the Bucs. Sunday night is the game I can't wait to see. In the meantime, I mentioned the Ravens and the Jets. The overwhelming expectation is that Lamar Jackson will be the starting quarterback for Baltimore in that game. I suppose we don't know that yet. They're 10 days away from that, and the clock continues to tick on the opportunity to get a new deal done for Lamar Jackson, who represents himself and has already stated that he won't negotiate with Baltimore once the regular season begins. So let's start with the news piece of this. We've spent a lot of this week talking about all the action on social media and everything else, and Lamar is liking tweets of himself in a Dolphins uniform and talking about what the Ravens aren't offering him. Diana, what, if anything, do we know about what they are and where they are in the possibility of getting a deal done before the season starts?
Yeah, Mike, you're so social media savvy these days. You're right. You laid that out perfectly because you're right. All the drama is building. Yet, where's this deal? We've been talking about this for a month. We keep saying both sides, they want to be together. They want to get married. The Baltimore Ravens have completely orchestrated their organization, their offense to Lamar Jackson. So why are we not talking about a deal being done? I don't know that answer right now. All I can tell you is from having a couple conversations with both players and coaches on this Ravens roster, the sense there is that Lamar Jackson, with or without a contract extension, will be playing at MetLife Stadium against the New York Jets week 1. That's what they believe. They said he's been practicing well. We'll see if that changes between now and then.
Look, I think that is very much worth having in the conversation because it is, in many cases, it wouldn't be a given. So we have that part of it done. Marcus, how about this? This is one that I think we've all felt for the longest time was going to get done. And now it almost feels like it's getting a little ugly down the stretch. How do you see this?
And, G, that was my sentiment early in the season. You thought that both the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson were having cordial conversations, and we were going to get to a point where we did get close to the season, i.e. right now, and they would have a deal done. And I understand we have a little time before the first game of the season, but ultimately, man, this is contentious now. Like, I thought it was cool. Lamar was showing up to OTAs and training camp. It didn't seem to be a lot going on. And when I say contentious, I don't mean that they're going back and forth in a malicious way. But if a contract is not done for a former unanimous league MVP with a team that literally is predicated on his performance and how well they do, it's contentious. So I hope that they get something done before week 1. If not, this could get more and more ugly and play out in the media, which granted, I would love, G.
Well, I mean, at least on the social media. So Mike T, I mean, help us, because you're a person who has been in these rooms where it happens, if you will. So if I want to get a deal done with you, and you want to get a deal done with me, what is it that keeps us from getting a deal done?
The Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson's $230 million guaranteed. I would try to bring Lamar into the office this weekend, throw the key away and say, hey, we are not leaving until we get some reasonable deal done. And Deshaun's going to say, no, look at this graphic. I want $230 million fully guaranteed. And the Ravens keep saying, they're crazy, they're nuts. And we're not doing that because Kyle Murray, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, and everybody else on this graphic are great players. And Greeny, when you talk to people around the league, this is the first of 3 heavyweight contracts that are going to be battled out in the coming months, meaning Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow are extension eligible in March. Lamar's obviously dealing with it right now. The Browns did something nobody else ever did, and now everybody wants to see is, are franchise quarterbacks going to get fully guaranteed money, or